I need to clear some memory. Huh? Hey, how you doing?
Good.
I saw you filming some flyers. What do you think?
I'm reporting on it.
Oh, okay.
I'm in support of all of it. I usually report on the freedom protests in Norwich and in London.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm Dave.
Nice to meet you, Dave. I'm Sydney.
Sydney. Yeah, I'll shake your hand.
Nice to meet you.
Do you want to have a look at my flyer? This is about the electromagnetic universe, so I go a little bit deeper than Flat Earth.
Yeah,
Flat Earth is like a gateway into that. This whole Newtonian science, the atom and all of that, is actually a fabrication, and that everything is electricity and magnetism in play inside of an ether, inside of an atmosphere environment. And we, like the fish don't know they're in the sea. We don't actually know we're in the sea. We're in a sea right now, and we grow in it. We exchange electricity with it. We get magnetism from the ground, which is why I like to go barefoot. And so I think that we're like, if you look into nature, we're like an apple inside a big apple. So if you take that as an electromagnetic apple, it's a torus, and that is a reciprocating torus, so it kind of going around into itself like an hourglass, and it goes up and then comes out. Your corona, your crown, comes out and then goes back up again. And there's a torus word in the ladies, there's a CLI Taurus. Did you know that? That's a torus word. So they're telling us that we're actually torus systems, and it's all electromagnetic. So if it's all electromagnetic, it means that you can take a magnet, two magnets, and put them together, and you get one magnetic field. And I suggest to people that we're in a 7-tier magnet system up to God, whatever God is. And that when you are separate from God, you're your own magnet. When you're part of God, that's just what you're one with all that is. And I think that's what we're meant to achieve, is to become one like that. Because if you think of like the Russian dolls, the Matryoshka, there's 7 dolls, nested dolls. The small one is you, and the big one is Mother Nature, is God, is Allah, is everything that we see in the world. So that's how I see it. And I think we're meant to be, if we understand that, then we love each other. We know where we come from. We treat the world with honor, the mother, this great land with honor and respect and so on. So I think that's why it's vital for people to know this truth. It also helps for people to realize, wow, all of these other so-called conspiracies are intended to, steal something from me, to weaken me, to soften me, to damage me. So they're all relevant, but for me, Flat Earth opens up the electromagnetic theory, and there's plenty of science to kind of back that up. So cool. No, you can have it.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, it's for you.
I didn't know if you wanted to pick it up.
No, I wanted to give it to you.
Thank you.
Please, and there's a link to my website. It doesn't have a lot of content on it, but no, I wasn't doing it for the camera.
Okay, cool.
I don't do shit for the camera. This is how I am all the time. Yeah, I was around Africa for a year last year and doing it in South Africa, just flyering people, talking, most of it off camera.
Yeah,
Outreach, homeless, drug users, stuff like that. And just general citizens.
Yeah. I think it's good to raise awareness for people to be an alternative viewpoint.
Yeah, for me it goes further than just an alternative viewpoint, because it's more about a whole new paradigm of thinking. If we're going to go into the age of Aquarius and it's meant to be this awakening, you cannot awaken watching BBC.
Yeah, exactly.
You cannot. Let me get this guy up. Hey bro, we can prove that NASA's faking space. Did you know that? Norwich Truth Tour 2022. Day something or other. Hello there. Hello, good morning. Oh, happy rising, I should say. Bye. Hey there. Time to say hello to Sven. How's it going?
A gentleman come over with his friend, and although he was technically right by saying, well, my statement is only, I'm glad that we live in a society where everybody's allowed to express their own opinions.
Someone's get ahead of me with the chalk.
Yes.
Is that Dean? Good man.
Yeah.
Good man, Dean. With the chalk. Can I let you touch my big one? Woo!
As it should.
Oh, and look, I've got that to fill your trousers.
I've already got paid down there.
Tom Jones.
Thank you. Oh, I left my battery charger in the house. Doesn't matter.
Wait, your battery?
My phone charger.
We brought that.
Little white one.
Yeah, we got that for you. I think Jason's got it. Yeah.
Good sleep?
Yeah, good sleep. Good night. You? All good?
Yeah, fantastic.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Quite late, but maybe here by 11:30.
Okay.
2 hours slap, it's not bad, no. Yeah, 2 hours from South East, that's not bad.
Yeah. Oh, well done for coming back up. He needs another round of applause.
Looking forward to it.
Good. Good. I've got plenty of cold water if anyone's thirsty, by the way. So I've got a lump that's 2 liters of ice that'll melt during the course of the day. Later on it'll be less dense, or is it more dense?
Will it raise the water levels of the ocean?
No, my bottle will overflow because as it melts it'll just blow the lid off which is yeah.
So we need to build.
Hello, mate.
Just a question. Are you doing this of your own accord, or is it like from like
Yeah.
an organisation?
Yeah, we're all individuals just
It's
doing
just
our own
one
thing.
person after work. Okay.
Sorry. No. Yeah, we don't work for anyone,
I'm
and
just getting so tired, man. Like, I have nothing against anybody as an individual. It's just every time I come to Norwich, it's either I get told I'm going to hell by Christians,
Yeah.
I get told I'm evil for aborting babies, which I don't do,
Yeah.
and now I'm being told the Earth's flat.
this is the most beautiful,
I'm
one
just-
of the most beautiful truths. You know why?
No,
Because it
it's
takes
not.
Jesus
It's
out
not
of the
anything to do with
equation.
the
Takes
subject.
religion out of the
It's just to
equation.
do with wanting to have a walk. I have severe mental illness.
You
I
have?
can't come to town anymore. Because someone has an idea that they need to put onto me. Because without everybody else's validation of their ideas, they realise that it means very little. And that does their egos bad. So I kind of have to put up with it. It's
Well,
just
we think that there's a lot of
exhausting.
mental
So
health
I'm
in
sort of
the.
thinking about some sort of counter-protest thing, where I form a loud rock. I've been in a rock band for like 15 years.
Yeah.
So like you get a drum kit and an amplifier, no one's going to be able to hear anyone. So that's my idea. But I'm working on it.
Okay.
Because one
Well,
day I
good
just
luck
want to be
with
able to walk through here again peacefully.
Yeah.
But,
Well, what if a lot of the mental health that people are suffering today is a consequence of us being lied to when we were kids? You know, given
think possibly, but
religions,
I
don't you think
personally-
religions cause wars and
I
stuff?
believe that you're not lying to me, but I believe that you're not correct. Do you know what I mean? So therefore, I don't think that we could have any sort of argument or discussion where it doesn't just enforce the other more into their respective echo chambers. I'm going to push you more into your opinion. You're going to push me more into my
Take some
opinion.
information you can
Cheers,
read in
man.
your own time. I talk about the electromagnetic universe because I think that we are the center, like Jesus is you. So that's what I
It's an
say.
interesting subject.
Is that you or God?
I can personally sense and mildly control electromagnetic energy.
Yeah.
But it does. I don't necessarily believe it then works in. But I
Oh
understand.
no,
what you're
each
saying.
of us is an
I'm
electromagnetic
just,
torus system,
Yeah.
and we live inside a torus system. Look at an orange, that's a torus. Look at tornadoes. We got this turning electrical energy, and magnetism is clearly here. You know, the animals use it for navigation. We can use it for navigation.
Yeah.
So we're an electromagnetic system, bro. And I say to people, it's like God decided to come down in a tiny form as you. And have an experience of itself, whatever God is, whatever you call nature. Mother Nature said, look, I'm going to create this terrarium for me to come and have an experience of myself in, where I can actually touch and feel. Because in the all, I'm everything. I can't touch myself. I can't do anything. So in that context, I say that there's 7 heavens between you and God, and you are like the Russian doll, the smallest one in the middle. And the biggest one is God or whatever.
I have a question. I
Yeah.
should be in a wheelchair, but I take a medication weekly. It's a crap medication. It makes me feel horrible.
Yeah.
So I do know that they create side effects.
Yeah.
But without it, I would be in a wheelchair. And if
Yeah.
I was in a wheelchair for the last 9 years, I would have killed myself.
Yeah.
So I just don't know what your opinion on that would be. Because I did like a 5-year voyage of trying to fix my illnesses.
Okay.
To nearly everything you could think of or
Yeah.
suggest. I've been to different countries, different people spiritually. Everything.
Yeah.
And it came down to methotrexate once a week. Without that, wheelchair.
Okay.
What's
So
your
we
take on it?
we live in a world in which we believe that our natural God-given essence when we come here is traumatized. From birth, actually, they heel prick you the moment you come out of your mother.
Oh, yeah.
And that heel prick goes right up your sciatic nerve into your groin, and that destabilizes your seat of control, your seat of certainty, because it comes from the lower chakras down in the groin, right?
Is this just for protection, etc.?
No. I do it because I'm a private Well, I have a YouTube channel that follows me, supports me, gives me a little bit of donation to keep doing this work, because they really think that humanity needs to know that we've all been tricked into thinking that we are evolved apes and that this slavery system that we work in is correct. Check out the electromagnetic universe stuff, because it really, I think, puts you at the center of the wheel rather than on the outside somewhere dangerous.
I just don't think I don't think I could believe I'm the centre of anything. You know?
Yeah, because your programming has been designed to minimize us all.
Individually that important.
Yeah. Again, that's what religion and science does, particularly science, because science will say we're insignificant specks of dust in a macrocosm, and that's what I used to believe until 7 years ago. You know, I was 47. I had DMT.
Aha! Cool. Okay, so you know. Okay, I was wondering what it was. Yeah.
DMT, and in
DMT,
7 minutes I came back, and the first words I said as an atheist at the age of 47, the first words were, "It's true, there is a God." And I was with my higher self for a lot of that time. Not God. I'm not saying I was God or was in God or whatever, but I knew that I had a higher self, and that was somehow attached to something magnificent.
Thing, right? I've done a bucket load of mushrooms. Once again, that's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fascinating, right? It's an interesting realm.
Well, I did mushrooms when I was younger and stuff, but it never really prepared me for what DMT
No, it's not
did,
the same.
you know?
No,
Yeah, and so it took me to a point where I realized that we are actually much higher. This body is just an avatar that will serve you while you treat it well, and eventually it ages. But if I say to people, if we've been mistreated, if we've been misled, then there's a reason for that misleading, and it's to do with your soul. It's not to do with the money and people being greedy, because people who print the money can have as much money as they want. They control us in a Minecraft world where they've left, everything you do in that Minecraft world has to be paid for, and everything has to be accounted for, and so on. And we're moving increasingly into that kind of Chinese socialism or communism. I don't know what you want to call it.
These got hot on my head.
Really?
They're black, yeah.
Yeah, they're not good for you either. Your best vitamin D receptors around your eyes. This system does everything it can to poison you, gives you bad information about what the sun is, makes you frightened of the sun, stay out of the
I
sun.
believe that, but I also believe nearly everyone I encounter gives me bad information.
In counselling?
Everyone I encounter gives me bad information. I wouldn't trust you over anyone else.
Trust yourself then.
That's what I do.
So what I say to people,
I run off my own system.
what I say to people is that we use the phrase water level in our language, and we can go out and test that in the small and find that water in any body, once it's settled, will be level, and another body near it will be parallel. That body of settled water will be parallel to the body below.
So I'm just being filmed a lot. It's not cool. I've got to go.
Okay.
I respect
you.
You
Go well.
Don't
Go
push
well.
me in that.
Yeah, that's cool. Earth is flat, brother. It's not a globe. We've been lied to about where we live and who we are. Dean is taking it to the next level here with the chalking. So we're in... Hi ladies, the Earth is not a globe. It's obviously immeasurably flat like water. One sea level. All the mountains on Earth share the same sea level. Did you know that? Earth is flat, not a globe. We've been lied to. The Earth is flat, like the ancients said. You want some information? You know water is always level. The water in your bottle and my bottle will be parallel to each other when they rest. You know that. That's common sense. And your senses won't tell you which way we're spinning. You can't point the direction we're spinning right now, can you? But we're moving 1,000 miles an hour. The senses are lied to when you're 5 years old. You can't live on a ball. You cannot live on the underside of a stone. That's impossible. And the moon, if it was a rock, would fall to the floor. Rocks don't float. Rocks don't float, it's common sense, but you've been brainwashed to believe you can be a monkey and live under a ball. And that water will form under that ball. I need to clear some memory, huh? Hey.